I don't think enough people realize that we are entering a new era of TikTok, and the old era of TikTok that we all used to know is very quickly changing. And one key metric that's starting to change that very few people talk about, but you could probably notice from the content that you consume, is the average revenue per user on TikTok is increasing, meaning that the company's profit is in the billions while the user base and growth has been slowing because of the fact that TikTok came under the pretense of you and anyone being able to blow up as fast as possible. We're now in an era of social media, especially with TikTok, where they're trying to maximize completion rate or maximum amount of duration that you spend on the platform. So the ultimate metric for TikTok now is how long you spend on the platform. They don't care about how many views you get. They don't care about any other metric other than how long are people staying on the platform. The longer they can keep people on the platform, the more they can serve them ads. And in combination with TikTok Shop is going to make TikTok a giant because it's another avenue for them to increase the average revenue per user. So the reason why the quality of TikToks might be going down is because they're trying to reach the stage where they are a financial machine. TikTok is reaching peak maturity because now we have reached the stage where they're trying to maximize the financial value of each and every single user. And based on some research I did, the average amount of money that the average user brought in, it went up from basically like $60 to projected in 2026 this year to be $130. So it's gone up nearly 100%, and it's probably going to go up 200%. And the reason why TikTok feels so different now is because it's reaching financial maturity. It's starting to become much more profitable. And when it first came out, it was like water to get followers. I was talking to one of my influencer friends that's in the community, and he was saying the same exact thing. Like, you could post on TikTok a few years ago, and it was like water, the amount of followers and likes you would get, even if you weren't that good. So it's becoming more competitive in the sense that you need to provide more value and you need to be a better content creator. I'm not saying TikTok is dead entirely, but you can still go viral. Like, I've gone viral, my clients have gone viral, there are creators that are blowing up, and we're going to be breaking down some case studies. But I think what we're noticing with TikTok now is a shift in the political nature of how TikTok is viewed. So now it's viewed as a political weapon. On top of that, it's very sensitive. There was a creator named Dylan that came out with a report basically showcasing that TikTok can choose which videos get promoted to certain people, especially if it's a news-based video, which again is a huge issue. And they sensitize people a lot. Now, I am not on the TikTok Creators Reward Program on this account, but my other account is, so I can talk about this all I want. TikTok is reaching peak financial maturity, and they are now politically incentivized from government bodies and institutions to stay within certain lanes and boundaries. That's why TikTok is being sold right now. The recent TikTok update proves that we are in a new era of TikTok. And if you're a creator or an entrepreneur, you need to be navigating TikTok in a completely different way. And we're having conversations like this in our community. Like, you need to find a way to use TikTok before TikTok uses you, because TikTok is trying to maximize the average value per user, as we talked about previously. Now, one of the things that we're going to talk about in this video is how you can actually leverage the new version of TikTok. A lot of people now are using TikTok as a vehicle to drive traffic to their long-form assets, or create long-form assets and repurpose that into TikToks. So you don't really want to be overly reliant on TikTok nowadays. It's actually a very risky strategy to be over-reliant on TikTok. It's still a great source to grow and generate revenue. But in order to truly get your bang for your buck on TikTok, you need to be a lot more diligent in terms of the content you're posting, your ideal viewer profile, as well as your brand strategy, how you want to penetrate the market, and what services, knowledge, and expertise can you use to monetize based on your brand. Because the days of just posting and getting views are completely over. You need to actually be a very knowledgeable or valuable content creator. You need to be articulate, relatable. One thing I'm noticing is that the creators who are blowing up now on TikTok are educators. They're very good storytellers, and they're extremely informative. And you just need to become more knowledgeable, well-rounded across the board in order to go viral on TikTok now. Or you need to be very humorous and a very good storyteller or character. It's not as easy as it once was, and you're not going to get as many views for doing stupid shit. Now, that version of TikTok still exists, but I would say in terms of the people who are growing the fastest and making the most money, it's all about educating. If you're an educator in this day and age of TikTok, you're going to grow. And if that sounds interesting to you and you're a brand owner or a founder, make sure you comment the word elite or check out the description of this video. Or you guys can check out the Conscious Creators Club if you're a creator looking to monetize and find new ways to grow entirely for free. Peace out.